Hello everyone, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be talking about the postal or the delivery or courier people. So you are on my channel, Perspective with OGN, and my name is OGN, which stands for Obi Grace and Neko. So I'm an author and I write personal development books. My books can be found on Amazon. I'm going to put a link at the bottom of it. So I just finished doing a day vlog, a day vlog. Sorry, that's what it is, day vlog. Just talking about my day and stuff like that. So just jumped over to this channel to discuss this. Now, the reason Perspective with OGN is more about sharing, what's been going on, my thoughts on certain things that have been going on. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about today, as I mentioned earlier, was to talk about the Courier, the smaller companies that are doing deliveries now. And the reason I want to talk about it is because I've been having a lot of issues with them lately. And I've got a few friends and people that complain about their parcels being left outside their door or in places where they're not supposed to be put. So today I decided I'm going to do a quick vlog about it. So I was expecting some parcels today, and it was so it was some parcels to do with an event that I'm going to be doing very soon, to do with my publishing. And lately I've had some orders coming. So like 2 days ago, I had some of the books that I was going to be taking to the event delivered. My books that were recently published delivered, and the person who delivered it left it outside my door. Even though I've put a note at the door saying I'm inside, knock on the door, they didn't buzz and they didn't knock on the door. The person just left it outside. But for some reason also was going to go on BIGO Live, and I just thought, oh, before I do that, this was about just before 9 p.m. Just thought, before I do that, let me just check my email, see if the person is still delivering my parcel today. And I checked it, and it said your parcel's been delivered and given to the tenant. Now, since I'm the only person in the house, I don't know what tenant it was that they left it with. So I quickly ran to the door, opened the door, and my parcel was in front of the house. And it wasn't just in front of the house. The box that it came in, the carton, was completely torn apart. And the books were literally falling out. And I was just, what is going on? And I could understand why the person didn't knock on the door, because they felt like I was going to confront them about the state of my parcel, the box itself. So they just left it there. They didn't even bother. At least knock on the door, let me know that you just left something so that I can get it. If you want to brace off, that's up to you. But they didn't. So I had to quickly bring it in. Then when I finished the BIGO Live, I had to then go to the box and check in to make sure that all the copies were there. There were about 11 books, 11 different books, but there were multiple copies of the 11 different books. So I had to quickly go and check my stock, make sure that all the copies were there. The pictures of the books that I just got delivered, I posted it on my page on Facebook. So if you type OBYGRACE_NEKA, that's my name on Facebook, it will show up, and then you will see some of those books. But I was quite worried that because they've left it there and it looked like they had left it for hours. So I was worried that some of the books might be missing. And I checked it. Thankfully, they weren't missing. Then today, I had another set of parcels being delivered, and they said they were going to come between 12 and 4:30. The person delivered it way earlier, and again left it outside my door. They didn't knock. There was no buzz, no bell rang, and for some reason, I'd been checking it throughout to see, oh, when are they coming? But for some reason, I decided to go check it just before it was 12. And again, it says they've delivered my parcel. It was handed to the resident. And then there was a picture of my parcel outside the door. The door wasn't even open. So how did you give it to a resident? Is the resident my door? So I quickly went out to the front of the house and took up the parcel. Again, it was a large parcel. Thankfully, it wasn't damaged. But again, where they've left it, anybody could have collected it. You know, there are people coming through throughout the day, and they could have taken it. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. So I took the parcel, checked everything, and it was fine. And then earlier last month, I ordered a table. So some of the events that I go to, they don't provide a table for the person doing the event, so I had to go with my own table. When I do events in the library, they do give me a table, so I just need to cover the table with my own cloths and stuff. But just in case I had an event that I had to go to and they weren't providing a table, the two that I'm doing this month and next month, also another one that I'm doing next month, there was two again. Those ones, they will be providing the table. But just in case I have an event that I had to go to and I didn't have a table, I had to buy one. So I ordered one from Amazon. It got delivered and the box was damaged. I opened the box, the table was damaged. Now the table wasn't even great quality, but based on what they were showing on Amazon, I thought it was very good, but it wasn't. Now, it was a nightmare trying to go back and forth with the company and then Amazon trying to get them to either replace the table or refund it. It took weeks and it wasn't going anywhere. So that was taking a lot of my time trying to email and email and email. And there's nobody you can call. There's no dedicated email you can really email. So that took forever. So my thing is, Amazon, if you have couriers, you should make sure that they are delivering your parcels properly. And if it's not, then you need to penalize them, because that's the only way that they're going to make sure that their drivers are delivering the parcels properly. The same with other companies. If you have, I don't want to name them. I don't want to call on this channel. I don't want to name the courier companies. But if you have any of those, you need to make sure that your parcels are being delivered properly. And if they're taking pictures, they need to take a picture of them handing it over to a tenant. Don't just type in there, it's been given to a tenant. Meanwhile, it hasn't been given to a tenant. You really need to make sure these people are doing they're an extension of your company. So if you hire them, if this service is outsourced, then they're an extension of your company. So they need to make sure, or you need to make sure that they are actually providing the service, the right service for your customers. Because without your customers, you're not going to be making that much money. Not that Amazon cares anyway, because they have a lot of customers. But still, you need to hold the sellers responsible. You need to hold the delivery company responsible for anything and penalize them financially. That way things get better. My younger brother had his parcels sent to the family home, and he'd actually emailed, he was out of the country. So he let my my immediate younger brother, who is his older brother, asked him, please, can you look out for this parcel? Now, the delivery people, the same one that delivered today, but delivered at my mother's house, the family home, they took the parcel and they put it in the bin. And they didn't even put a note through the door saying, or to the letterbox saying the parcel was delivered, is in the bin, nothing. They didn't even put anywhere on email, said, let him know that the parcel had been delivered. So he kept calling my brother. My brother said to him, oh, we haven't seen anything. Nothing came around. Anyway, after a few days, he now said to chase up the company to say, look, what's going on? I paid for 24-hour delivery and nothing has come in. The company chased it up. It turned out the delivery person had actually put it in the bin. And my mother's house, the delivery, the bin people come every single day in the morning. So that meant that now that parcel had been lost, and it was quite an expensive parcel, and it's gone. I don't know what happened with that, you know. And I have a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine. She also was expecting some parcels. The person left it, but because from where she was standing, she could see movement through the glass of the door, the front door. So she went over there and she saw the person walking away. And then when she asked the person, why are you walking away? Why didn't you knock on the door, press the bell? The person just said, oh, I was coming back. I just wanted to check my van, which we all know is not true. So there's been issues with this. If you have had problems with delivery companies, can you leave your experience at the bottom in the comment, you know, or you can email it to me. I'm going to put my email at the bottom there. Email it to me and I can share it on my channel. But it's really, really ridiculous, and something really needs to be done about this. So that's what I wanted to talk about today on Perspective with OGN. Thank you for joining me. I've been rambling on for about 10 minutes now. So thank you for joining me. It was just a quick talk on the issues, and I'm in the UK. I'm in actually London. So the problems that I'm talking about are actually with the delivery companies in the UK, mostly London. I do know that this sort of thing happens in the US because I've seen it on the videos, but I've never had that kind of issue with delivery companies in the UK. But for some reason, all of a sudden, late last year and this year, there's been repeated issues with delivery companies and the delivery people with the way that they're delivering stuff. Right now, the only company that I trust with my parcel is the Royal Mail. You know, so if I send it through the normal mail or through Parcel Force and so on, I can guarantee that they will actually make sure that my parcel has been delivered to the person or it was sent to me. But all the other small delivery companies it's been like hit and miss. It's really, really, really bad. So please let me know what you think about what's been going on. If you want to name the companies, feel free to do that, that you've had experiences with. But I really don't want to call out any company. But all those companies, you all know who you are. So you need to do something, you need to change, because this is not cool at all. People pay a lot of money for these parcels and for the delivery of those parcels, and they pay a lot of money for the actual content that you're delivering, and for you to handle their posts or their personal belongings and their delivery the way you're doing, it's uncalled for. So thank you for joining me. Right now, like I told you, I've just finished a vlog on my personal YouTube page, which is Obi Grace Nneka. So if you type at OBYGRACE you'll be able to see that on my YouTube page. And just after this, I'm going to quickly go and do another YouTube channel. The channel is called More Minute with OGN. So it's spelled MO for more and a minute with MINUTE with OGN. So More Minute with OGN, that's on YouTube. I also have the same channel on Facebook, so if you prefer, you can still watch the video on Facebook too. So I'm gonna go over there and do a quick YouTube, and then after that I'm going to be going to BIGO Live. So remember, if you don't have a BIGO, download one and come join me, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.